So, this is me and my dad. We are going to tell you how we built these shelves in this end table.
Yeah, because we recently redid 2 rooms, didn't we? We redid your room and gave you the cool fan blades and repainted. We also converted this room from an office
to a nursery.
A nursery? Why do we have a nursery?
Because I have a brother.
You do have a baby brother, don't you?
So that's why we needed a nursery, and we're going to tell you how we built these shelves.
Okay. I started out by marking this piece of scrap wood to make a template for my side pieces. And as you see here, my first test cut doesn't line up quite right because when the blade is tilted, the ruler on the fence is no longer any good. And my second attempt is much better. And so I'll cut this piece all the way through, and now I have this nice template with tapered sides. And if you remember from geometry class how to make a hexagon with just a straight edge and a compass, I'm going to show you here again. This took a little bit of math because it was the outside circle that I needed, not the inside circle. So after drawing a circle, I mark across the diameter, and then I put my compass back on those 2 points at the end, and then strike little marks on my circle here, like so, as you can see up close there. And then I'll grab my ruler and simply play connect the dots. This is really cool. I love geometry class, and I've used this trick countless times since. It's been a long time, actually. But anyway, that's how you make a perfect hexagon with a straight edge and a ruler, or a compass. Now here I'm scoring my lines because I accidentally marked the bottom and I don't want tear out. So I scored them with a knife before cutting them off here with the circular saw. These little pieces here are going to be the tops and bottoms of the hexagons for the front, so that you actually see a hexagon as you look through the shelf. And then I'll simply use the table saw and the sled to cut them out, like so. Now once again, I refused to put in my dado blade, so I had to make like 12 passes to get a nice little groove here. But I finally buckled down and put the dado blade in because doing 12 of those was not much fun. And the test fit looks good. And this little foot here is going to get band sawed out, like so, because I want everything on this table to look hexagonal, and even these little feet. My assistant then sanded them down very well, and then 2 or 3 coats of this aqua colored paint for the top and the shelf, and then gray paint on all the side pieces. Time to put it together. It went together fairly easily. And then of course tape was my preferred clamping method, but then finished it up with the band clamp. And then similar things for the top. And another band clamp. And now I'll just wait and then give it a few touch-ups when it's dry. I made the shelves a similar way. I made this custom little sled that I only use for 30-degree cuts. I do it often enough, I thought it'd be nice to have a custom little sled. I've got another video about how to make a little sled. It's very simple to make a fairly accurate sled, so check out that video too. But then you cut the piece, flip it over, and then cut it again. I did that a lot. Then I lined them all up with the outsides of the shelves facing up, and then used my favorite clamping method once again. And it's all going to get sanded so that fingerprint will go away. Then I can flip it over, and then put glue in it once I get all the tape tight. Now, glue up each joint, and then watch this little trick. Boom, 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 boop, boop. Pretty neat, huh? And then more tape. And of course a band clamp then, here in a second for good measure. And I had my assistant do all the sanding. He got pretty good, and he had a lot of fun. And then I sprayed him with a bunch of really fun colors. I designed and 3D printed some little brackets here to mount them on the wall. But as you can see, that wasn't all that difficult. You can definitely do it yourself, just don't be afraid to try. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm Mike Thompson.
Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it.